guys, and one of my last vintage toys that I have. I've got one more which is a Transformer, which is probably one of my favourite toys that I have. But this one is probably one of my favourite space sci-fi TV shows, and if you know what this is, it's Battlestar Galactica, the original, not the remake. I'm not really into that one. This was the one that really got me. You couldn't watch Star Wars again after you saw it in the theatre, but this was on TV every week. So I absolutely love it, and the Cylon and the reticular light going back and forth, which was also a Knight Rider because Glenn A. Larson produced both of them, so he used that special effect, I guess, in both, and that's why a lot of us are addicted to that, and everyone's got these red scanners everywhere. You can blame him for that. But this is the Cylon Raider, obviously from Battlestar Galactica. Now the only thing that this is missing at the moment are the pentagrams. They were starting to peel off, so I just took them off. I'll probably get a repro versions. There's probably some available on the internet and stick them back on. But other than that, it's complete. If we have a look here, beautifully designed spaceship. Absolutely loved it. The Vipers are amazing too, but I never got one. And looking online, they weren't actually very close to the originals, to be honest. They look pretty bad. This was very close to the movie ones. The only one being is, if you open it up, the Cylon. Now, if you remember the TV show, there was actually 3 Cylons per Cylon Raider. But this guy doesn't even look like a Cylon when you look at him. And these are obviously being loose. A lot of them were lost. So I was glad that I found this at a fete in the very early 90s, because in the 80s these toys were not available. I did not find them in my small town in South Australia. So I was lucky to see one sitting there, so someone got one. But yeah, it's the Cylon Warrior. Kind of looks the same, but not quite. So I'm just glad he's in there. Now, this is infamous, I guess, for many reasons. But before I do, if we have a look here, the wings also open up. And this one has the red firing missiles. So if you press on these, they pop out. Now originally these actually shot out, but unfortunately, when was this made? Mattel. $1978. Sorry, I'm super short-sighted. I don't know if you can even see that there. So yeah, 1978. When these first came out, a child unfortunately shot one of these missiles into his mouth and he choked to death, which really sucks. So those ones were then redone, and these missiles were then fixed. So yeah, they don't shoot anymore, which is really unfortunate. I think it's more of the parents' fault rather than the actual toy. These things, you need to be watching your children, obviously. But again, I don't know what age these were set for back then, because I don't have a box, I just have this. Now, the thing that this affected, which I mentioned in my Boba Fett video, was this guy here. He was supposed to originally have a firing jet as well. You can see here it was supposed to be a type of a L shape where you'd pull it down and then the spring would latch off and this would shoot out. But because of this toy, Boba Fett was changed, so it's basically glued in there now. There's some prototypes out there worth lots and lots of money where this actually does shoot, but again, they were prototypes. I think it was a J one and another one was just like a sliding one. So you can blame the Cylon Raider for the Boba Fett not having a firing missile, which was quite unfortunate. But yeah, this is my Cylon Raider. Absolutely love it. You can actually get a 3D printed one now on the internet where it's more to scale for the bigger figures. Someone out there was doing it, which is really cool. But I'm absolutely happy with this. I'm just really glad that I was able to get one. It's really cool. Eventually I'd like to get a Cylon helmet. I think it's Cropworks on Facebook. They actually make a full replica with the light going back and forth. So once I have the helmet on display, this will be out in the front. I'll probably have a little stand or something for it to display it. But yeah, it's got really good detail considering. Really well done. So yeah, basically I need to get some repo stickers for here, and other than that it's in really good nick, except for one of these is worn off. But other than that, it's perfect. So yeah, I absolutely love this one. I almost sold it a couple of times, but yeah, it's really, really hard to let go for me. I've got really, really good memories of watching this on TV, and I used to draw this all the time at school. Absolutely beautiful design on this. I never saw the base ships, the Cylon base ships, if they were available, but no, very, very cool piece of kit. But yeah, short video for this one. There's not much more to say. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.